Deep within a land where dawn unraveled slowly across hills and where shadows slept beneath towering trees, a solitary creature moved through the half-light. The jungle around it breathed in warm clouds of mist, each breath carrying the scent of dew, crushed leaves, and secrets that had been whispered across generations. Light filtered through the canopy in thin beams, not yet strong, but enough to paint patches of gold upon the forest floor. In this shifting mosaic of shadow and soft light, the creature walked with a quiet grace, its paws sinking silently into the earth. The creature knew these paths by rhythm, not by memory. The jungle changed every day, the scents shifted, the trees shed leaves in new patterns, the winds carved unseen tunnels between branches. Yet the creature moved as if guided by instinct as old as the land itself. Its fur, marked by a pattern unique in all the world, glimmered briefly when a beam of light touched it. But the creature did not pause to admire the reflection that danced across its coat. It did not know, yet, that the markings it carried were a language of their own. It traveled because it felt something stirring inside, a restless hum beneath its ribs. It was not hunger, not danger. Something quieter, deeper. Something it did not understand. As it continued through winding routes and slanted ridges, the jungle around it awakened. Birds called out from distant trees, their notes layered like woven threads of song. Insects buzzed with the energy of a new morning. The wind carried the faint rustle of creatures moving across branches. The world was alive, each sound a single piece of something vast. Yet the creature felt apart from all of it, as if the melodies of the forest were written for others. It entered a narrow corridor where vines draped low, brushing against its back. A small pool of water lay ahead, fed by a trickle from a rock shelf above. The creature approached the water slowly, drinking from its cool surface, then raised its head and looked down. For a moment, the reflection stared back clearly, framed by ripples. Then the water's surface wavered, bending the image until spots and shadows blended into something unrecognizable. It pulled away. There had been a time, still fresh in its memory, when it traveled with others like itself. They moved as a group through thicker jungles, weaving between caves and slopes where rocks held the warmth of the sun long after night arrived. Back then, everything seemed simple. The group hunted together, rested together, traveled together. Their breaths synced with the wind, their paws left mirrored prints in the soil, and their shadows merged into one moving shape. But as the creature grew older, its coat changed. Spots darkened. Shapes shifted. Patterns formed that did not match the others. They noticed. Their eyes lingered longer. Their silence deepened. They did not shun it, yet something invisible had formed between them. A space. A distance. A question. And so, the creature slowly drifted away, until one day it realized it had walked alone for so long that the scent of the group had faded from its memory. It did not resent them, nor itself. But a feeling remained, quiet, persistent, that perhaps it belonged nowhere. The morning brightened as it began moving again, climbing a slope layered with fallen leaves. At the crest, the forest opened into a wide clearing bathed in sunlight. Grass swayed gently, golden-tipped and soft. The air here felt different, warmer, more open. Mountains stretched in the distance, their peaks wrapped in pale mist. The creature stepped into the clearing and paused. A flock of deer grazed near the far edge, their bodies tense but peaceful. When they sensed movement, they lifted their heads, watching. Their eyes held caution, but also recognition of a balance that governed the land. They remained still while the creature passed through the clearing, acknowledging its presence before returning to their quiet grazing. The creature walked onward, its shadow trailing long behind it. The clearing gave way to a region of ancient trees. Their trunks twisted like spiraled pillars, their roots coiling above the ground. Sunlight slipped through in layered ribbons, illuminating suspended specks of dust. The air grew cooler, thick with the fragrance of bark and earth. As the creature moved deeper into this part of the forest, a faint sound drifted through the stillness. It was soft, rhythmic, almost like breathing, yet not animal. The sound pulsed gently, steady as a drumbeat softened by distance. Drawn by the unfamiliar rhythm, the creature changed direction, stepping carefully over fallen branches until it reached the source. Ahead lay a rock wall, tall enough to block the view of the sky. Upon its surface, streaks of minerals formed colors shaped by time. A narrow stream flowed beside the wall, its surface shimmering. But what held the creature's attention was a faint glow that flickered between the rocks, soft, warm, and strangely alive. Curiosity surged through its veins, moving with a gentle thrill rather than danger. It stepped closer, nose twitching as it sensed the glow. Then, in a moment so delicate it seemed crafted by the forest itself, a shape emerged from behind the rock, a tiny firefly, drifting slowly through the shaded air. The creature watched as the firefly hovered, its light pulsing. Then another firefly appeared. And another. Within moments, dozens of them floated out from the cracks of the rock wall, filling the dim space with a warm, shimmering glow. The creature stood still, mesmerized. The fireflies swirled around it, drifting close, then rising above its head like soft lanterns. Their light reflected on its fur, illuminating the spots it had once considered a burden. The patterns shifted with each pulse of glow, forming shapes that danced across its body. For the first time, the creature looked down at its coat and did not feel confusion or distance. The glow made each spot seem chosen, purposeful, part of a design worthy of light. A breeze drifted through the grove, stirring leaves. The fireflies scattered gently, rising in a slow arc before settling into the cracks of the rock wall once more. Darkness returned, soft and natural. Yet the creature felt something inside it still glowing, a quiet warmth growing in the hollow spaces where doubt once lived. It continued on its journey, but something had changed. The forest did not feel so distant. The songs of birds seemed clearer. The sway of leaves felt like gestures of welcome. The creature did not walk faster or slower, but its steps no longer felt heavy. Its path led into a region where the forest thickened, where the canopy grew dense enough to dim the day. Here, the air felt ancient. Heavy. Not threatening, but deep, as if countless stories lived within every shadow. The creature moved with caution, but also with trust. The firefly's glow had softened something inside, making room for both curiosity and stillness. A sound drifted from the left, low, rolling, like stones shifting under pressure. The creature hesitated. Another sound followed, sharper this time, like a claw scraping against bark. Something was near. Something large. It did not run. The forest had taught it long ago that running blind invited danger more than anything else. So, it lowered its body, ears alert, breath slow. The sounds continued, closer now. But beneath them was something unexpected, a rhythm in the movement, not random, not predatory. The creature remained still until the shape appeared. A massive boar stepped out from behind a cluster of trees, its tusks curved like polished bones. Its eyes flicked up, catching the creature's presence instantly. Muscles tensed. The forest grew tight around them. For a moment, neither moved. The creature's heartbeat rose, but its body stayed rooted to the earth. The boar snorted once, pawing the ground as if weighing a decision. Then, slowly, it turned away. Its footsteps faded into the thick underbrush, leaving the creature alone once more. The encounter lingered in its thoughts as it resumed walking. What had made the boar retreat? The creature had not threatened it, had not crouched or bared teeth, had simply waited, listening, trusting the moment. Perhaps that was strength too. Night began to fall as the creature reached a stone ridge. It climbed carefully, using narrow footholds carved naturally over time. At the top, the world opened wide, a valley stretching far into the distance, filled with trees, rivers, and the glow of the setting sun. Clouds drifted across the horizon, tinted with amber. The creature lay down on the warm rock, watching as the sky deepened in color. As darkness settled, stars appeared one by one, then all at once. Their light shimmered across the valley. The creature's gaze drifted to its own coat. Under starlight, the spots looked like tiny constellations scattered upon its fur. No two were the same. No pattern matched another. Each spot held its shape, its meaning, its place. It felt something then, something it had never felt so clearly. Belonging. Not to a group, not to a path, but to itself. The wind shifted, carrying scents from the valley below. Leaves rustled. Animals stirred in their hidden places. The night was awake, full of possibilities. The creature stood, stretching slowly, feeling stronger, steadier. Then a sound rose from the valley, a distant cry, sharp and echoing. It repeated, slightly louder. The creature listened. Another cry followed, from a different direction. And another. Calls rising, overlapping, weaving through the night. None of the sounds called for it. None warned it. None welcomed it. Yet something in the distant cries sparked a chill, not of fear, but of awareness. The jungle was shifting. Something unseen was moving across the valley. Something that would touch every creature, whether strong or gentle. The creature watched the darkness, its own reflection faintly visible in its eyes. Its spots glowed softly under the starlight, each one a quiet reminder of identity, unique, unrepeatable, necessary. But the night whispered something else too, drifting across the valley in a voice not its own. Change was coming. And somewhere, beyond the trees, something was searching. Not for prey. Not for danger. For patterns. For uniqueness. For creatures who shone differently in the dark. Something that collected differences. Something that remembered them. The creature inhaled deeply, feeling the night settle into its bones. It did not know what waited. But it knew one thing with certainty now: its identity, the very thing that once separated it, was the one strength it could never afford to hide. As the wind shifted again, the distant cries faded into silence, leaving only one lingering echo that did not belong to any animal it recognized, a soft, rhythmic hum moving through the trees like an unseen shadow. The creature turned its gaze to the valley below. And somewhere in the darkness, something turned its gaze back.